All right, so this is going to be class 2 for Thursday the 16th, which is a white day, and Friday the 17th, which is a red day. So I'm going to kind of show you a couple things in here, but this is going to be for class 2 for the 16th and 17th. All right, so to kind of go through what we've already done before, I'm showing you in this notebook so you can kind of see that in the sense of what's going on. So the first topic that we ended up doing, the one with the brain, that first one that we did starting in January when you first got here, there's a green sheet that we gave you, and it's called the Genre Writing, Brainstorming, and Quick Writes. So I want to show you this in the sense of what you're going to be doing today. So as you can see, this is something that we have already done before. Okay, so what you had to do is you had to take the topic that you were researching, and you had to brainstorm how you could write about that as an informational piece. And then after you brainstormed how to do that, then you went over here and you did a quick write for about 2 minutes. Okay. I also want to show you this too, in the sense of like just understanding how to brainstorm when you're doing informational. Starting on page 28 in your old notebook, we actually have all these different things in here in the sense of graphic organizers. So if you, in your brainstorm, if you use a graphic organizer of some sense, that's going to help you with your topic, you can do that because that will help you know kind of what you're going to talk about, how you're going to organize your writing, that kind of thing. Okay, so as you can see, again, all these have different types of graphic organizers that you can use in order to get yourself a good brainstorming in there. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to brainstorm just like we did here. And then after you have that brainstorming, you're like, okay, I'm going to write about this informational because informational should be not biased. Okay, so there's no bias to it. It's just facts. It's just information. So then for 2 minutes, you'll write a quick write, just like we did last time. Okay, then same thing for argument. Argument, you're going to have a claim of some sort, and then you're going to have different facts to support that claim. And then again, you'll have 2 minutes to do that quick write. Okay. On the back, which I know this one's not on here, but we also did narrative. Again, you would have narrative as a story. You're telling a story, so you need to have what story you're going to tell. You're going to brainstorm that here, and then over here you'll do a quick write. Okay, so I'm going to show you this next thing too, just so you see that we have done this multiple times. The next topic that you ended up doing was the one that we just got done with, the project that you turned in. And again, in that section on a yellow piece of paper, we had the same piece of paper. This one's not filled out because we did it separately. But again, you had a brainstorm for informational, and we did a 2 minute quick write. You had a brainstorm for argumentative for that topic, and then you did a 2 minute quick write. And then on the back again, you had a narrative, and you did brainstorm, and then you had a 2 minute quick write to have that to tell a story. Okay, so that's essentially what you're going to end up doing with your new topic today. So again, in your on the next 2 page spread in your new notebook, you guys started that new topic and you did that research. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how you're going to access to do this online. All right, so what you'll end up doing is you'll go to Schoology, and there's an assignment in here, and it's called, I'll get there, give me a second. It's in Assigned to Me. So you're going to open that folder. And inside that folder, it's the only one that says Only If Told 210 to 224 Brainstorm and Quick Write. You're going to click on that. And that's going to open up, and it's going to look like this, which is very similar to the papers I just got done showing you. There's a brainstorm section. There's a quick write section. Brainstorm section, quick write section. Brainstorm, quick write. Okay, so you're going to end up doing all 3 of these. You're going to do informational brainstorm, quick write, argument, quick brainstorm, quick write, and narrative brainstorm, quick write. Okay, so in your brainstorm section, you need to make sure that, and again, up here, put your name, that kind of stuff, which you should know that by this point. But brainstorm, you're going to talk about your topic. So maybe, and I know you don't have your notes in front of you, kind of just think about the things that you've learned. That's fine. You can just go with that route for right now. So like, for instance, like say my topic is volleyball. Okay, so I put volleyball, and then I'm going to just put a couple of things that I could talk about for volleyball. So something I could do is I could do, there's 6 players per team on the court. That is a fact. You can bump, set, spike, serve. Those are ways that you can hit the ball. 21 points. 3 matches. Okay, so I can put that in here in the sense of this is what I could talk about. Okay, so that's me with a description of what volleyball is. And then what I could do over here in my quick write is I would just type for 2 minutes. I would set a timer for 2 minutes, and I'm going to type a quick little quick write. Over here, you probably should have about 3-ish lines, I would say, for 2 minutes. So you should have about 3-ish lines over here for 2 minutes. Okay, so brainstorm and then quick write. Okay, same thing when you get down here for argument. What you're going to do is you're going to brainstorm a claim. So you're going to have some sort of claim listed here about your topic. So I could say volleyball is the best sport ever. Okay, that's a claim. There is bias on this one. Okay, so this one right here, informational is no bias. It's just facts. But then over here for argument, it is bias. You're going to hear like there's something there. And so then what I would do is I would think about my research that I have. Oh, excuse me. And then I'm going to tie back. Well, what are some things that tie back into volleyball is the best sport? Well, it's very team oriented. Okay, something else. Play all year round. Okay, so I'm going to list some things that I could put in here, and then I'm going to then start over here, and I'm going to write that argument piece. I'm going to start with my claim, or maybe I'm going to use some Ethos Pathos logos to kind of capture my reader. But I'm going to basically say, hey, here's my claim, and here's why I think that. Okay, so again, fill out your brainstorm, and then over here, you're going to, for 2 minutes, you're going to type that response on what that would look like for that quick write. You should have about 3-ish lines over here. Okay, then we get into narrative. Narrative is telling a story. Okay, so tell a story. So a lot of times in a story, it doesn't have to be true. It could be true. But a lot of times you have some sort of character. So that character could be a real person. It could be a made-up person. It could be you, because maybe you have a particular instance that you dealt with your topic. Okay, or maybe your topic is a person. So your character could be the actual person. Or maybe your topic is like a place of some sort or an event that has happened. And so you can talk about a person who lived through that event. Okay. So you're just going to kind of talk through something that you could do for a story. So if you need to kind of put down who's the character, what's the conflict, what emotion is the character feeling, if you need to list it that way, you can. Or you can just kind of jot a couple things on what you think that story is going to be about. For me, I played volleyball, so I'm probably going to share some sort of volleyball story in the sense of, like there was a, volleyball practice in high school. And I'm going to put coach dislocated pinky. And then I'm just going to put blocking. Okay, so that's going to be kind of like that's my brainstorm in the sense of I want to talk about that. I don't know how I'm going to write it yet, but I'm going to kind of brainstorm about how I can do that in the sense of that's what I want to talk about. Okay, so then what you'll do is after you have that brainstorm here, then you're going to set another 2-minute timer and do a 2-minute quick write for narrative. Again, it should be 3-ish lines. So then at that point, you have now done all 3 different types of writing for your topic. Okay, this down here, the 4th one, you're going to leave blank. You're going to end up doing something with that later. So this is really all you need to have done. You need to have all the brainstorm filled out and all the quick writes done. Each quick write, you should give yourself about 2-ish minutes, and it should be about 3-ish lines. Okay? All right, once you are done doing that, I need you to email me so that I know that you are done, and I can print that for you so I can have that ready for you when you get back to school. That's kind of what's going on today.